Hey everyone, my name's Camille. I'm usually over on Instagram under Camille's Dishes, posting about recipes and cooking and all kinds of different food related things. But I'm trying out YouTube today and I have an unboxing for you. This is a Mueller Smart Stick immersion blender. I love immersion blenders. They're great. I don't have a regular blender. I only have an immersion blender and mine broke. I had a Cuisinart for probably about 2 or 3 years. I bought it at a yard sale brand new. At the time I didn't have a blender, but I was just like, this looks like a cool kitchen gadget. I want to try it out. And yeah, I used it for a while, but I broke it, unfortunately. So I got this one. I purchased this on Amazon. It was just under $40. I had a gift card, so I was very thankful for that. It says you can do all these things with it. Sauces and dips, smoothies and milkshakes, guacamole, although I would never use a food processor or immersion blender for guacamole. Soups and purees, whipped cream, salsa, chopped nuts, and salads. So it has the 4 things pictured, which is the stick with the blender arm, the mini chopper, the whisk, and a liquid measuring cup. It says it has 800 watts of power, 12 speed settings plus turbo mode, 321 stainless steel titanium reinforced blade, ergonomic handle. Alright, anything else on this box? No. Alright. Okay, this came inside. You can get an electric milk frother. That comes inside this box. There's a little card about how Mueller does different things for the community. And inside the box, looks like this. We have the stick wrapped in some bubble wrap. This is where your power comes from. Plugs into the wall, standard outlet. We have the blender arm. Pull these up. And, ooh, wow, this is huge. This is the mini chopper. This is the attachment for the whisk. Here's the whisk arm. And here is the cup. And it does have clear measurements on it. And it comes with the manual. And I will do a little comparison too of the Cuisinart one that I broke, especially since the chopper is so different. So let's just get this out. See the measurements there. Chopper, this also has measurements. There. Blender arm. And the stick. And the different settings there. Alright, so I'm going to go grab the Cuisinart one and kind of show you a comparison. So, to start off with the stick, the new one, the Mueller, is substantially larger and I would say quite a few ounces heavier. The Cuisinart, I think it was also called a Smart Stick. I'm not 100% sure. It just had 2 controls. So this one, if you just hold it, it would just go. And this one was supposed to be like a, I think it was like a smart, it doesn't even press in. I like totally ruined this. Like it would go on for a certain amount of seconds, I think. It had just a 1 button detach here. And again, standard outlet there. This one, I did want to get one that has this push button. So a lot of the Cuisinart ones, or not Cuisinart, a lot of the KitchenAid ones that we're looking at were twist. And I just thought that would be so easy to break that if you're twisting it and you just can break one of the plastic pieces. So that was pretty important that I wanted this on there. So this one also has a power and a turbo button, and then it has 12 different settings up here. So a little bit different, a little bit more customizable depending on what you are working on. There. Okay, it does say on here, do not hold the on or turbo button for longer than 60 seconds at a time. Sharp blades. Do not immerse the motor body in water. So this piece, do not use in non-stick cookware, and unplug before inserting or removing parts. So that's good. Like I said, this also said, it doesn't say it on here, but I looked it up and it said not to use the button for more than 15 seconds. So this also has a longer use time. Here is the whisk attachment. It looks like the Cuisinart is a bit bigger, and it does do the same thing. This comes off. I'm not 100% sure the purpose of that. I guess just for washing, but I mean, you can also just wash it without getting this wet, but they do the same thing. This one feels a lot nicer, like I don't know, feels a little bit different. Like this feels sturdier, and this feels like it clips in better as well. So I don't really use this often. I have used it to make whipped cream, but since then I got a stand mixer, so I'm not sure if I will use this a lot, but obviously it's better to have it and not need it than not have it when you need it. Alright, and so now we have the stick, and since this whole thing just broke, oh wow, this is like stuck too. Since this whole thing broke, I didn't even really clean it well, so it's a little dirty. So compared to this does feel heavier, but it's definitely different. Like this looks like it might have more, I don't know, gears or something in here, and this one does not look like that. This is how they look in comparison. So with immersion blenders, when you put them in, if you stick it on the bottom, it gets stuck. Like it will suction up, and you kind of have to shut it off, lift it up to get it out. I like to usually tip and go like this, or just try and keep it up and then, you know, do it on the bottom for a little bit to get anything on the bottom. But normally, that's what happens. The way this is shaped is supposed to prevent that. I haven't used it yet, so I don't know, but that is the claim with this. When you do use this, it's called an immersion blender. You need to have the head in the liquid. So that way, because if you turn it on and it's not in the liquid all the way, it's going to splash you. Or if you turn it on and then go in, it's going to go everywhere. So just make sure it's fully immersed before you do that. And the other thing this says is use crushed ice if you're going to put ice in it. And anything else, like just make sure it's not too cold. I think that's actually what happened, why this broke, is I put a date in my smoothie and ice, and then I think the ice froze the date and it got stuck like in here, and then it just burnt out the motor. So that was my fault, but just, you know, something to think about and remember for next time. So here are the choppers. This one is much bigger, I think. I mean, it doesn't, like, it has the extension here of this. It has little rubber feet, that's nice. And then it has this part, which makes it a lot bigger. It looks like it would hold more liquid as well. This one doesn't have any measurements on it, so I'm not 100% sure. Oh yeah, look, this was called the Smart Stick. So this says it holds up to 16 ounces or 500 milliliters. And the chopping attachment looks like this compared to this one. So, quite a bit. Well, it's about the same, maybe. Different shape. And it looks like it's more of like the way this is, it goes up. Like it might be a little bit more effective. This one wasn't that great. I didn't love it. And it did have, you could turn it around. And that was supposed to, you know, chop versus pulse or something. But I don't know, I never really thought it worked that great. And also, it was cracking a little bit on the bottom here. So that wasn't great either. The Cuisinart one did also come with a measuring cup, but I'm using it for something else right now. So, but it was very similar to this. This one is 600 milliliters and 20 ounces. So that's also something to consider if you're in the US. This does not have cups. Neither does this. So if you prefer to use cups, this might not be the best one, but I mean, a cup is 8 ounces and it has 8 on here, so just learn the conversion, I guess. Here we go, put this back in. And so it has little sliding lock pieces. So you just line it up and twist. Yeah, that's in. There we go. And where is the arm? Just put it on. There we go. So that's pretty nice. I do have a food processor, but it has it has like 4 pieces. It's not easiest to clean, and it's a mega one. It's like, I think it's 14 cups. So for smaller things, I really prefer not to use it. So I just think this will be better for any smaller applications. So that's why I chose it, because you can just get this and this together and forego the other 3 pieces. And I was really debating that, but I think it was only $5 difference, $5 or $10 difference for this and the whisk. So I went for it. All right, now I'm gonna test it. I'll rinse everything, and then actually have something I do want to chop for a meal prep I'm gonna be starting. So I will be trying this out. Oh, here is the chopper. I rinsed it all up, soaped it up, got it nice and clean. And what I need to do is shred some of these coconut flakes. I just want to make them smaller for a recipe I'm making. So I'm going to put about a third of a cup. These. Alright. You can see this a little better. Alright, there we go. And then, yeah, you just gotta kind of line it up on the top and there. So there you go, that's secure. This twist tie off. Okay. There you go, so it lights up blue. And I'm gonna put this on 3. I think that would probably be fine. All right, let's do it. So the bottom is turbo, top is regular. Right, so you can see it is getting quite a bit more crumbly there. You can go. Try the turbo. So they sound about the same. I'm going to turn this up a little bit more. Turbo. And regular. And they still sound the same to me. Alright, and now we'll go all the way up to 12. Let's see how fine we can get this. Turbo. And regular. So I feel like I do hear a slight power difference there. Not a whole ton, but we do have some pretty good shredded up coconut here. Take this off. Alright, so there we go. I would say that's pretty, sorry, there's a bit of a glare. I'd say that's pretty fine. It's a lot different from where we started. So, much bigger flakes. Alright, that looks great. So thank you for watching my review of the Mueller hand blender. Again, you can find me on Instagram at Camille's Dishes, and I just uploaded my first reel, so I hope you'll check that out. And I'll see you again soon. Like and subscribe.